Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Good
Can you
Hi.
hear me?
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to meet
Lindy. Hi there. How is everyone, Carolyn?
Lindy, the webinar.
Sezer, are you well?
Yes, everyone started. They're all coming online now. Thanks. You can start the
Okay.
webinar. Thank you, Lindy.
Great, thanks. Afternoon, everyone. Whilst our attendees are picking up and joining our participants, let's give it another second or so before we officially kick off. I see we have attendees from all over. Prof. Sezer, as usual, you are popular in your webinars and events. Okay, I think it's good. Let's get started. So good, Carolyn, you can record as well. Good afternoon and good morning and good evening to all our attendees across the globe. It's wonderful to welcome you to another Good Governance Academy Research Forum webinar. Today we are presenting, we have a live webinar on blockchain-based accounting systems in the public sector that provides us with new auditing perspectives as well. My name is Lindy Grebe. I'm one of the members of the Research Forum of the Good Governance Academy, and it's my privilege to welcome our presenters today. As usual, these days, we are privileged to have Prof. Sezer Bozkus with us. She's a research steering committee member of the Research Forum as well, but she's also a professor of finance. She's, amongst others, a public sector assurance specialist, and we are grateful to have you with us once again, Prof. Sezer. She's joined by Dr. Mehdi Bouchetara. I hope I get your name.
Ja, es ist korrekt. Hi. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but something wrong with the Lindy, I guess,
Okay.
because of the connection. And we are welcoming new participants. You are all welcome. I'm sending all my best wishes from Bishkek, Kyrgyz Republic. We have distinguished guest speakers from Turkey and Algeria. We are trying our best to share all the global knowledge all together. So considering the conditions in South Africa, I'm planning to start and share my presentation, and then we will listen to our guest speakers. And thank you once again joining us.
You're welcome, Sezer.
So here is our topic based on the new concepts in technology, blockchain-based accounting system, specifically in the public sector with the new auditing perspectives. And before our guest speakers start, I would like to thank Professor Abdülkadir Taşdelen. And he couldn't join with us today, but he contributed so much for our new coming book, which is exploring blockchain applications based on the management perspective. Because when we are talking about technology people are there and their in-depth knowledge, but it's also needed for the management. And within the management, auditors are also need many materials and vision to understand these new working conditions. That's why we prepare such a book, and you are welcome to be our readers in the near future. Our agenda specifically to discuss about the blockchain-based accounting system. What is new about the technology? As you can see, the classical computers and the quantum computing technology based on the algorithms changing everything and every workplace environment and make it digital, full of various risks. So we will be talking about these issues, considering the challenges and advantages of blockchain-based systems. In connection to that, we have many other innovations in technological advancements. One of them is the quantum computing, and what is the condition related to public sector issues. And of course, I'm expecting good vision and explanations from our guest speakers about the future expectations. What will be the next for our agenda, considering the new auditing techniques specifically for public sector. As you can recognize, we have, in addition to Good Governance Academy's logo, today we have the CAPIA logo. I'm a member of CAPIA project, which is continuous auditing for public sector internal auditing. All the participants are welcome to share our knowledge and be part of the big family to contribute more to the literature. So we are in such a world, we call this VUCA, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And in connection to that, as I mentioned, we have the digital society, workplace, and workforce. Everything is changing. And this means the new audit universe and also the risk universe in the VUCA world should be rethink and assessed by the auditors and risk management professionals to be trusted advisors in their organizations. This is quite important, and also we discussed this with connection to new internal auditing global standards previously. And as you can see, there are many new technologies in front of us, starting from the machine learning, big data, digital identity. Blockchain is not only innovation. We have all kinds of automation needed and already in workplaces embedded into workflows. We know that. And most organizations are in their process to implement artificial intelligence techniques, cloud computing, and of course, the major issue is all about the blockchain implementations. The world is all busy about this, and it's not a surprise. United States and China, United Kingdom, and you see other countries are all contributing to the literature to understand the big picture, how to use the blockchain technologies, how to implement in different industries and in connection to different projects and business models. So our main topic today is to focus on public sector needs and expectations here. So when we say blockchain, blockchain is a distributed ledger to decentralize. It's the new concept. Permanent digital records and transactions. So everything is going digital transformation. So we have the ledger and distributed ledger in connection to our topics. Here, a distributed ledger is a ledger that has its entire store across a series of nodes in a network rather than in a single location, making it tamper resistant. And I don't go much detail because our professors will be explaining the technical side. I'm expecting from Professor Yenal, because he's a computer engineer and he's good at these topics, and I'm sure he has a very good presentation ready to share with you. So this is just to give the idea. When we are talking about the blockchain implementations, it's all a consensus mechanism, either private or public, depending on the conditions, and permission or permissionless way of using these techniques and infrastructure is possible. So there is a saying coming from World Economic Forum, which is the white paper. I highly recommend to read the whole paper. And it says, for any organization not only public sector, but everybody should be taking care of this new coming innovations and technologies, specifically blockchain technology, should not be a goal in itself, but a tool, a strategic tool deployed to achieve specific purposes. And here, truly innovative deployments of blockchain require a match between the blockchain specific benefits. We will be talking about these benefits and the use cases that enable realization of these benefits. But as I will tell you, it's not that easy. There are many challenges coming from the nature of technology. Sometimes it is so useful tool, sometimes it may be a threat, and we may face some cyber attacks and other kinds of things coming from our agenda. Professor Paul Davies telling us that 19th century here was known as the machine age. The 20th century will go down in the history as the information age, but now 21st century will be quantum age. This is not a surprise for us, considering the facts and new figures, starting with the Nobel Prize Richard Feynman saying that quantum computer could always a tool which can be used to study the problems in physics that appear to be nearly impossible. This is quite important to handle with a classical computer. What do we mean by the difference between classical and quantum computing? As you can see, this is the difference. This is the speed. And this is quite, unique. And as Feynman tell us, it's a crazy and coming from the nature itself. It's entropic, stochastic, complicated, as I mentioned, VUCA word. So we need to be ready for using quantum techniques. And if we think about the quantum use cases, it can be either quantum computing, advanced computational problems. It's quite important if you have the big data. When we are talking about the data, we are facing data revolution, and data is the new oil, as we all accept and use this saying everywhere. And auditors should be aware of this fact so that they can start understanding this quantum world and quantum communication, quantum sensing, and the power of quantum computer is getting more and more every single minute in the world. So another reference from World Economic Forum, and this Google CEO, famous person, telling us that there is quantum. Nature at fundamental level works in a quantum way. Yes, we need to accept this, but quantum is always be carefully treated because of the risks involved in this technology. What do I want to say is related to cryptography. If we are talking about technology and the data, the big data, data analytics, auditors should be careful about the cyber attacks, cyber security issues, and the cryptography technologies are all against, these kind of risks to protect the organization. And public sector is the highest priority with the whole, global issues and regulatory environment. You see, we have asymmetric and symmetric cryptographies already available depending on the public and private key methodologies. And Dr. Yenal will give you some details about this. And the most important part is coming from the hash functions as well, because it is possible to, attack and solve all the cryptographic infrastructures in a very short period of time based on quantum technologies. So there is a need for post-quantum cryptography algorithms so that cryptography protocols can be improved, because we are under risk. You see the risk map or heat map in front of you. And according to this, survey, we are in such a sensitive period, and we need to understand the reason behind it and take necessary precautions to be on the safe side, because these are all affected via protocols related to online banking and digital signatures. As you know, digital signatures are everywhere, used globally. Protocols related to all data and servers, and also blockchain and cryptocurrencies are in danger. For the future expectations, revolutionizing the way we approach computer science is our agenda for today. Blockchain is one of them, but not only one. And quantum computing is also quite important, but not for every problem. This means we will have classical computers. At the same time, quantum computing will be necessary to use in the right occasions to protect our organizations. And internet security, cyber security issues, and encryption technology will be affected by these incoming problems. And, in connection to the energy consumption for the technological infrastructure and all the investments, quantum tunneling can be a solution, easy solution to cope with various problems. On the other hand, as we know that quantum technology is quite new, and it's like a baby, let's say, and needs huge investment. For this reason, we are expecting these projects to coming from the governmental projects, means public sector. That's why I would like to mention the importance of both blockchain and quantum techniques together. So after this brief explanation about the technology, and we are facing some risks here, I would like to give the floor to our distinguished speakers. Thank you very much for your attendance. I see more than 100 participants listening to us, watching us, and thank you very much on behalf of Continuous Auditing for Public Sector Internal Auditing Project members, CAPIA members, and Good Governance Academy Research Forum. So, Dr. Yenal is not present, so we can start from Dr. Mehdi. Would you like to start?
I am here.
You are here. Oh, sorry, sorry. I apologize for that, because I mean, it's meaningful for our participants to listen the technology, the background information, and after that we will be listening Prof. Mehdi for sure. Thank you very much.
Could you see my presentation?
Yes,
Yeah.
clear. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Sezer. I'm Dr. Yenal Arslan from Ankara Yıldırım Beyazıt University as an assistant professor of software engineering department in Ankara. And today I will give you a summary about the blockchain technology. Here my some accounts, Twitter, LinkedIn, and mail. If anybody want to contact me, do not hesitate to type something. Okay. And today we have some fundamentals of blockchain, and we will discuss this part of in this presentation. But of course, it is a very technical subject. but I will try to explain it in a language that everyone can understand. First, introductory concepts. Second, what is blockchain technology? Third, basic characteristics of blockchain technology, popular blockchain frameworks, and lastly, potential use case of the blockchain. And first, before diving into the blockchain technology, it will be beneficial to understand several fundamental concepts, particularly peer-to-peer networks, cryptography, encryption, and digital and decryption, hash, digital signature, and timestamp. And the peer-to-peer network is among the first concept here that come to mind when considering blockchain. This peer-to-peer network is a distributed network architecture is utilized to enable the sharing of resources, including processing power and connection capacity among users. In such a network, each cooperation node performs both server and client functions. Peer A, acting as a client, has the ability to directly request services and materials from peer B, who assumes the role of the server. Without the need for any intermediary, when peer B is operating as a client and requests content or services, peer A can take over as the server in that situation. Okay. And the other concept is cryptography. As you remember from World War II times, called Enigma, it is a mathematical technique and the algorithms for securing communication. Okay. Generally, there are two types of symmetric key, symmetric key, and asymmetric key cryptography. Symmetric and asymmetric key cryptography uses different keys for different cryptographic operations. It involves multiple functions to ensure, of course, confidentiality, integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation. Okay. And the other concept is encryption is used to ensure the confidentiality of the secure service. Encryption is the process of encoding plain text into ciphertext. Decryption is the process of converting ciphertext back to plain text. Decryption and encryption can be done using either asymmetric or symmetric cryptography. Okay, very simple. And hash. A one-way mathematical function called the hash is used to protect the accuracy of data. It operates by determining a hash value, which is a fixed size unique value for each variable input. Okay, as the hash function is unidirectional, it is impossible to determine the original data from a single output by working backward. A hash chain is formed through iterative application of the hash function on a given set of data. The data that the hash function applies to in its chain becomes the input of the following link. The data creates by using the hash function in this case become the input of another ring of the chain. The same procedure is carried out in this fashion repeatedly until the chain is finished. Okay. Hash chains are widely used for preserving data integrity and are crucial to the blockchain. Okay. And the other concept is digital signature and the timestamp. Digital signature are used to verify the authorship of the content in a similar way to physical signatures that are used every day. As you know, electronic documentation system, every institution. Public key cryptography is commonly used to implement digital signatures, where the signer signs a document with his private key and the recipient verifies the signature with the signer's public key. Instead of the actual event's time, the timestamp indicates the time the event was computer recorded. It frequently keeps track of the day and time in the time the incident happened and is precise to a fraction of a second. This timestamps data is coherently re-encoded with the actual data to make it simple to compare two records and monitor development over time. Okay. And what is blockchain technology? Blockchain technology is a distributed database that make it possible to record and store data in safe and decentralized manner. Okay, a blockchain is made up of several interconnected blocks, each of which contain a record of data. Cryptography is used to verify and encrypt the data in each block, ensure that it cannot be changed or tampered with. Comparing blockchain technology to conventional databases, there are various benefits. First, in the first place, it is safer and less prone to hacking or attacks because it is dispersed throughout a network of computers. Today, as you know, cybersecurity is very, very important issue. Second, once data is stored on the blockchain, it cannot be modified or erased since it is transparent and immutable, of course. This makes using blockchain to store private information like financial transactions or medical records desirable. Finally, blockchain makes it possible for multiple parties to share data in real time without the use of the middleman or centralized authority. Although it is still in its infancy, blockchain technology has the power to completely alter the way that data is stored and shared. But shortly, it will be possible for us to witness even more advanced application for blockchain as more companies and organizations start using this technology, of course. And blockchain technology evolution. Blockchain technology was first conceptualized in 1991 by Stuart Haber and Scott Stornetta. Their initial project was developing a chain of blocks that was cryptographically secure such that document timestamp could not be altered. To improve efficiency and allow for the collection of data, collection of extra documents on a single block, they modified their system in 1992 and added some Merkle tree. It does not matter, it's a very technical issue. The work of one individual or group, who knows? Satoshi Nakamoto is a very mystic man. However, it gives blockchain history its first real relevance to 2008 as opposed to earlier years. Okay, the inventor of blockchain technology, Satoshi Nakamoto, gets recognized. We don't know. It is a group or a person, but they work Bitcoin. The first application of distributed ledger technology. However, we know very little of them. Okay. Nakamoto developed the first blockchain, which led to the development of the technology, and it is used in a variety of files other than cryptocurrency. The initial white paper on the technology was released in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. Given the decentralized feature, which ensured that no one would ever be in control of anything, he described in detail how the technology was perfectly suited to promote digital trust in the white paper. The distributed ledger technology has advanced, giving rise to new applications to make up the history of the blockchain ever since Satoshi Nakamoto left the scene and gave control of Bitcoin development to other core developers. Okay, when we look at the development of technology since 1991, we can divide this technology three historical phases. Okay, the first phase is transaction phase, the second phase is the contract phase, and the third phase is the application phase. Okay, and the first phase, transaction, blockchain technology initial phase, blockchain technology's initial phase, as also called blockchain 1.0, concentrated on digital currency, as you know, particularly Bitcoin, as a decentralized digital money that could be used for transaction without the aid of middlemen, like central banks or private banks, etc. Bitcoin was developed in, as you know, 2008, without the need for a centralized authority. Secure and transparent transactions were made possible by the blockchain technology that underpin Bitcoin, of course. And the second, smart contracts, and we call blockchain 2.0. Smart contracts enable the encoding of specific terms and conditions of an agreement between a buyer and a seller directly into lines of code. Okay, these contracts self-executive without the use of middlemen. They enable automated, secure, and the transparent execution of agreement. The first blockchain platform to allow smart contracts was, as you know, Ethereum. And this second phase is called, as I mentioned, blockchain 2.0. And the last, blockchain 3.0, applications phase. Of course, the history and the development of blockchain go well beyond Ethereum and the Bitcoin. Several initiatives that take advantages of the possibilities of blockchain technology have surfaced in the recent years. Other initiatives have sought to remedy some of the limitation of Bitcoin and the Ethereum, in addition to creating new features using blockchain technology. A new phase, this new phase called blockchain 3.0. Okay. In this phase, blockchain technology focused on decentralized applications. These are blockchain-based applications that use smart contracts to execute code in decentralized fashion, supply chain management, social media platforms, decentralized finance, etc. Okay. And the types of blockchain technology here, we have many different types in blockchain technology, and the most important difference between these types is the differentiation in access to the network and the authority in management. Okay, in this respect, blockchain consists of 4 different types: public, private, hybrid, and the consortium or federated. Although each type has its advantages and disadvantages, as you know, who want to develop distributed application using this technology should consider of course, these differences. public blockchain, the fact that the public blockchain network is open to all users, and it is most fundamental feature. Anyone can join the network on the public blockchain without needing any permission. Private blockchain, unlike the public blockchain, the private blockchain does not have a network structure that can be accessed by everyone. The process of joining this network of any person is provided by a certain blockchain authority, of course. And the hybrid blockchain, businesses that want the best of both worlds utilize a hybrid blockchain that combines the benefit of both private and the public blockchains. Businesses now have the option to build both a private authorization system and a public peer-to-peer system, allowing them to control who has access to their blockchain data and what data is made public. Okay, the last is the federation blockchain, similar to hybrid blockchain, contains both private and the public blockchain functionalities, and it varies for in that it makes us use of numerous organizational members who operate together on a decentralized network. Okay. Of course, the types of hybrid and the consortium are sometimes confused with one another, and but we can comprehend the main difference in this case in terms of ownership. While consortium blockchains are owned and operated by a group of organizations, hybrid blockchains are owned by a single entity. Okay, the main difference is that. And the most important part of my presentation, how does blockchain work? Blockchain has a simple interface and operation. If we look at the general perspective, the peer-to-peer nature of the network necessitates that a user initiates a transaction. They say transaction is given a block once it is complete. All of the network's nodes receive this transaction block when it is broadcast to the network. After mining, the block is verified, the other nodes from the other nodes. Okay. Following a successful transaction, it is also included the chain. Okay. A basic blockchain architecture is made up of 6 major layers. The application layer, the contract layer, the incentive layer, the consensus layer, the network layer, and the last, the data layer. And the time-stamped data blocks are a component of the data layer to handle the security of these blocks and the chain structure. Cryptography and hash functions are used in the data layer. Okay. After the data propagation, after this data layer, data propagation, verification, and distributed network protocols are part of the network layer, like OC reference model in computer engineering. For blockchain application, the consensus layer offers a variety of consensus algorithms available, but in this presentation, I don't want to give these consensus algorithms very technical issues. According to the process outlined in the incentive layer, the nodes involved in administrating applications receive incentives. The programming techniques for blockchain are displayed in the contact layer, and lastly, the application layers refers to blockchain-based business applications. Okay, very simple, like OC reference model.
So last minute before handing over to Prof. Mehdi, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sezer. Sezer, I have, I think, 3 more slides. Basic characteristic of blockchain technology. Firstly, decentralization. With blockchain technology, there is no central authority, of course, controlling the data or the network. This decentralized structure make it more resistant to hacks and attacks our blockchain systems. Transparency. Blockchain technology allows for transparency in business transaction. This means that all parties involved in the transaction can see what is happening, ensuring that there is no room for corruption or fraud. Autonomy. Due to the trust-based nature of blockchain technology, it can operate independently of third-party authorities. This attribute, particularly the public blockchain, can be regarded to have a high degree of autonomy. Security, data can be stored securely and transparently. This means that business can avoid the risks of data breaches and the cyber attacks. Immutability, the blockchain immutability means that the data it contains cannot be altered or manipulation. Traceability aims to keep track of starting point and the final destination and order and numerous changes that the data goes through between nodes. Anonymity, the preservation of anonymity is accomplished through verifying transactions without disclosing any individual data regarding the individuals engaged in them. Nodes information is not required to be revealed or validated because data is sent between them using a predetermined mechanism that fosters confidence. As a result, data transfer can be carried out anonymously. Democratized. In blockchain technology, all nodes are equally involved in the processes. With the effect of this peer-to-peer structure, the network gains a democratic characteristic. Integrity, as you know, blockchain technology guarantees integrity. Programmability, blockchain technology can be developed with many programming languages in software engineering manner, C++, Python, etc. And the fault tolerance, because blockchain have some Byzantine fault tolerance compliant, the network can still reach consensus even if some nodes are inactive or dysfunctional. Automatic, the blockchain systems node can autonomously process and validate data using particular consensus methods. As you know, we have a lot of popular blockchain frameworks in the market: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hyperledger Fabric, Tron, Multichain, OpenChain, Quorum, IOTA, Exonum, etc. As you know, and potential use case of blockchain, banking and financial services, healthcare, supply chain management, identity management, Internet of Things, audit, e-voting, educational certification, asset registrations, etc. And lastly, and the most important part of my presentation, there are some limitations. The difficulty of understanding technology is the biggest obstacle to the popularization of blockchain. On the other hand, increasing supply chain problems and the cost in technology and the problem of trained human resources intensify this challenge. Okay, another issue is that despite the many advantages of being decentralized, there are also certain problems. For instance, there is no authority to turn to if you lose your password on the blockchain, or if you accidentally send money, you cannot get it back. And suddenly, for instance, all your assets can be disappear. There may be problems complying with government regulations, of course, such as being able to use as evidence in a court. Also, the blockchain has been frequently used in illegal transactions in recent years, as we know. It is very difficult for governments to track these malicious transactions. As we all know, these systems have a large energy consumption. On the other hand, for instance, in 2019, Bitcoin's annual energy consumption was 52 terawatts, very huge electric consumption, which is this equals to very big amount of electric consumption. Of course, since blockchain requires confirmation on all computers due to it is open ledger structure, this means time loss and the performance loss. Okay, and finally, developments in the files of blockchain technologies are extremely secure by today's standards, but this new technology will also disrupt the blockchain in a not too distant future, because quantum computing will come. So quantum computing change our known cryptographic structure. So programmers or business should be taken into account in future studies. Okay, but quantum computing will reduce at the same time the energy consumption. So blockchain could use this side of this technology, maybe. We will see. Okay. At the end of the day, I would like to thank the organization for inviting me and the Professor Sezer and their hospitality and our wonderful audience for listening to me. And lastly, Professor Abdülkadir Taşdelen, who couldn't be with us today, but Abdülkadir Taşdelen is gives us this beautiful content. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
Well,
these are available in our new book, Blockchain Applications, Managerial Perspective, the second chapter, coming from Professor Abdülkadir Taşdelen.
Yeah.
You are always welcome. And thank you. And since we have limited time, now I need to give the words to Professor Mehdi. Thank you for his patience, and we are looking forward to hearing from him. So, if he is ready, thank you. And
You're
we
welcome.
appreciate to have some additional 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, we will be missing many important points related to auditing section. Thank you, Lindy.
Hi again. So if it's possible to present my work without camera to ensure good connection here in my home. So let me present myself again. I'm Mehdi Bouchetara, assistant professor in Higher National School of Management in Algeria. I'm very happy to be part of this meeting, very interesting meeting, to work on technology, blockchain, intelligence artificial, etc. So my work titled Accounting and Auditing Perspective of Blockchain Application. And the plan of my work, firstly, I will present an introduction about the importance of blockchain technology and the quickly evolution of blockchain technology. Second, I will discuss the role of blockchain in finance, auditing, and accounting. Then I will expose the opportunities and challenges of using blockchain in audit. How about the effects of blockchain technology on the function of accounting and audit? And finally, I will expose the importance of smart contracts and audit profession about future and conclusion. So we know that automation is significantly transforming financial functions. Administrative tasks such as data entry, account verification, and bank reconciliation are increasingly automated, allowing professionals to focus on more tasks that are complex. We know that data analysis and predictive modeling are key areas for the future of accounting and auditing. Data analysis is becoming an essential skill for accounting and auditing professionals. Data analysis tools such as data mining techniques and machine learning algorithms can help identify anomalies and fraud, as well as predict financial trends. Transactions can be stored transparently and immutable, making verification and auditing of accounts easier. And in addition, blockchain can also help automate account verification process, which can reduce costs and improve efficiency. Also, and artificial intelligence can help automated manual tasks such as data entry and bookkeeping. It can also assist with data analysis, identifying trends and patterns in large data sets. So this can be achieved through the examination of transactional patterns and to identification of typical behaviors. Additionally, intelligence artificial can enhance the precision of financial reporting by effectively detecting errors and disparities within data. Intelligence artificial is revolutionizing the accounting and auditing domain, involves the utilization of natural language processing and NLP and machine learning techniques. NLP can be effectively employed to scrutinize undistracted data sources such as emails and textual documents with the aim of extracting valuable insights. So the evolution of blockchain technology and accounting for many researchers as working scientific paper of Garcia, a blockchain is a secure and decentralized ledger that registers transactions and assets across a network paper. So this ledger offers the company to generate transparent, tamper-evident, and secure transactions applicable to various domains. So the last definition of the World Economic Forum in 2021 defines blockchain as a decentralized digital ledger that securely records transactions across a computer network while ensuring transparency. Another definition of blockchain made it by Harveston in 2020. Blockchain is considered as decentralized and distributed digital ledger that is employed to record transactions across multiple computers, guaranteeing security and tamper-proof attributes. So the evolution of blockchain technology has experienced rapid and constant development since its creation in 2008, with the publication of Bitcoin white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto. So here is an overview of the evolution of blockchain. So between 2008 until 2010, the first application of blockchain was creation of Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency. So in the beginning of 2008, the Bitcoin white paper describes how blockchain technology can be used to create a secure digital currency without the intervention of central third party. The second part, or second level, that blockchain technology was adopted for many other decentralized applications, such as smart contracts and decentralized data storage application. Sorry. So the year on 2013 saw the creation of many blockchain-based cryptocurrency, including Ethereum. So the third step between 2014 and 2016, during this period, the blockchain industry began to mature and develop new standards for security and performance. So industry consortia such as Hyperledger Foundation were created to promote adoption and development of blockchain technology. The last level between 2017 and 2021, the euro saw massive adoption of blockchain with the launch of new commercial applications such as stable coins and decentralized trading platforms. So this period also saw accelerated development of blockchain technology in many sectors, including health, finance, and supply chain. So what about the advantages of blockchain and limitation of blockchain? So regarding many results, scientific results, we can say that blockchain can increase transparency and strengthen security due to its decentralized structure and its ability to encrypt data. The second advantage that we can say about the blockchain that can offer solutions to problems such as data security, transaction reliability, and privacy protection due to its ability to ensure the integrity and the confidentiality of data. We can say also that blockchain can improve the efficiency of financial transactions by eliminating the need for intermediaries such as banks and money transfer companies. We can say also that the blockchain can accelerate the process of money transfer and decentralized financial contracts, which can reduce costs and delay associated with these processes. Blockchain also can identify management by allowing each user to control and manage their own personal data. And finally, we can also say about the advantage of blockchain that blockchain allow our users to securely store and share their data, which can improve privacy protection and online trust. How about limitations of blockchain? So the first limitation, as said by my colleague Yenal, so the current blockchain architecture can only process a limited number of transactions per second, which may not meet the demand of large-scale applications such as payment system or store exchange. Another limitation of blockchain is its energy consumption. It's very high. Second limitation, we can say the process of validation transactions on blockchain network can consume significant amount of energy, which it's not sustainable in long term. So this is briefly the advantages and the limitations of blockchain technology. So another section now about the role of blockchain in finance and auditing and accounting. So we know that blockchain can be used in various domains as finance, auditing, and accounting to improve simply the transparency, security, and efficiency of transactions. For example, in finance, blockchain can be used for money transfers, decentralized financial contracts, and identify management and payment. In terms of auditing, blockchain can help to improve the reliability and transparency of financial data by offering a permanent and unchallenged record of transactions. This can facilitate the verification and auditing of financial data and increase the confidence of investors and users. In accounting, blockchain can be used to automate accounting processes and accelerate the consolidation and production of financial reports. So this point can also help to reduce errors and accounting frauds by providing reliable evidence of financial transaction blockchain. So we can also say that blockchain can be a very useful tool for finance auditing and accounting by providing increase the transparency, strengthen security, and increase the efficiency in financial transactions. So the blockchain also could improve the transparency and reliability of cost accounting by enabling complete traceability of transactions. This can help companies to improve the accuracy of their costs and make them more transparent for auditors and investors. Also, blockchain can facilitate financial statement certification by enabling auditors to verify accounting transactions. This point can reduce audit costs and increase investor confidence in companies' financial statement. Third point about this, the role of blockchain, that this blockchain could improve the reliability of accounting by eliminating manual entry errors and ensuring data integrity. The last point about this importance of blockchain in audit, that the blockchain can make financial statement more transparent by enabling complete traceability of transactions and providing an immutable record of accounting data. So what about the relation between blockchain and accounting? Blockchain has the potential to have significant impact on accounting by offering increasing transparency, cost reduction, and increasing the reliability of accounting data. Blockchain can provide a transparent solution for bookkeeping, for example, which can help reduce errors and costs associated with data verification. Also, blockchain can have a significant impact on the way financial statement verification is done, but significant challenges must be overcome before this can become a reality. The last point of this relation between blockchain and accounting, that blockchain can transform the way accounting is done by offering increasing transparency, reduce costs, and increase the reliability of accounting data. Blockchain can have a significant impact on the accounting profession, but significant challenges must be overcome. This can become a reality. So what is about talking about opportunities now regarding the audit? So the use of blockchain in the audit industry is topic of active debate. While some see the technology as an opportunity to improve transparency, quality, and the efficiency of audit, others are concerned about challenges related to security and compatibility and regulation. Blockchain technology can offer increased transparency by maintaining a permanent and immutable record of all transactions. This can help auditors better understand transactions and better control financial data. Blockchain can allow auditors to verify financial data more quickly and validate more easily. This can improve the quality of audit. And last point, that blockchain can allow for automation of some audit tasks and reducing errors and speeding up the process. What about challenges now regarding audit profession? So according to many reports from Deloitte and another society of audit, while blockchain technology is promising for the audit industry, it may be difficult to achieve wide and effective adoption. We can highlight also that blockchain system may not be compatible with existing financial system, leading to compatibility issues. Security is another challenge for audit, is the major concern for all blockchain technologies, and this is true for its use in audit. So this is about the challenges of blockchain regarding audit. So now we will talk about using the blockchain in accounting profession. So the use of blockchain technology can potentially affect the accounting profession in various ways. First, according to many results, scientific results, blockchain can automate certain accounting tasks by allowing for automated verification and validation of transactions. This can reduce potential errors and fraud, which can improve the quality of financial statements. Second point, that according to last report published by KPMG, blockchain can provide increased transparency for financial statements by allowing for real-time verification of transactions and providing a permanent and immutable record of transactions. This can help increase the confidence of investors and stakeholders in financial statements. Finally, according the last report to EI, so blockchain can also reduce costs for businesses by automating certain tasks and reducing the need for personnel to perform manual activities such as transaction verification. However, it's important to note that blockchain is a relatively new and evolving technology, and there may be challenges to overcome, such as ensuring the confidentiality and security of data of blockchain. Accounts must therefore be aware of these challenges and be prepared to work with blockchain technology to make the most of their potential to improve accounting activities.
Dr. Mehdi, Linda here, apologies to interject. We're out of time. If you could perhaps finish up. Thank you.
Okay. So I will present rapidly the last section about smart contracts and audit profession. So smart contracts, as defined by my colleague Yenal, smart contracts are agreements that automatically execute predefined terms and conditions as they are directly encoded into lines of code. So these smart contracts provide a high level of transparency, as all parties have access to the same information and can see the terms of the agreement and its execution. So this smart contracts, their capability to autonomously execute predefined actions when specific conditions are fulfilled. So in the conclusion, we can say that it's important to note that while blockchain has potential to greatly improve the accounting and auditing process, it still requires human oversight and interpretation. Thank you for your I'm ready to answer for your question. Thank you, Sezer.
Thank you very much. Lindy, please, we are out of time, so you can make the closing speech. Thank you very much for this opportunity. On behalf of Turkey, Algeria, Bishkek, and also all over the world, thank you very much. Best regards.
Indeed, what an interesting webinar, what an established and prominent panel we are today. Thank you so much for sharing such an interesting and new, well, for some of us still, concept with all of us. This was very interesting. We had huge interest, and I think we should definitely do a follow-up soon, especially considering our time limits. From the Good Governance Research Forum and the Good Governance Academy, thank you so much to our presenters and to Prof. Sezer. Thank you to Caroline from the Good Governance Academy and to our participants. The recording will be on the website, and we hope to see all of you soon again. Have a good day further. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.